Kitchen Conversations with Jessica Silas.
Yeah. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. Friendship, food, and honesty. Friendship, food, and honesty. Friendship, food, and honesty. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. Come in and join the conversation.
Kitchen Conversations with Jessica Silas.
This is where you wanna be. 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 This is where you wanna be.
Kitchen Conversations with Jessica Silas.
Welcome back, family. We are in the kitchen for another episode of Kitchen Conversations with Jessica. I'm your favorite person in the kitchen, Jessica. I'm so excited to be back with you once again for an amazing episode. So I have my friend Tiana joining me. She is an entrepreneur, a mamapreneur. She's not just any entrepreneur. She's a mamapreneur. She's an influencer, okay? And she's a photographer, an amazing photographer at that. She will be joining me with another special guest that you guys are probably going to love more than me and Tiana. But I want you all to get ready for a very real, a very authentic conversation dealing with all things entrepreneurship and mental health. You know, that's our jam this season, okay? That is our jam. And so just get ready. We're gonna have an amazing meal, well, kind of a meal, and some even doper conversation. So get ready. Tiana and Willow in the kitchen with me today. I know we're gonna focus on Tiana, but let's get into how cute little Willow is. Oh, I love them. This is my friend, y'all. And she's something like a Jill of all trades. Like, she does everything and like she does it well. There's nothing that I've seen you like try to do that you were like, I suck at this. Not openly, at least. And I've seen you try a lot of stuff. Like, so tell us a little bit about what your hands are in right now. Like, what is Tiana doing now?
Well, I did do lashes, and I don't know why. I wish somebody would have told me not to. I wasn't bad at it, though.
No, she was not bad at it.
It freaking sucks. My back was hurting, and it didn't pay enough. And I was like, I'm not doing this. COVID came around. I don't want to be that close to people, and some people don't wash their lashes. So that's one thing I'm not doing anymore, and I learned my lesson from. What do I have my hands in? Honestly, being a mom, being a wife, and taking pictures, doing photography. I work with a bunch of brands. I have like over 60 brand deals that I've been trying to juggle.
Ma'am.
And it's been amazing, pretty much. And because she gets lots of free things. And I don't have to pay for all the bougie nice stuff that I like.
That you like.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. So I invited you into the kitchen, but I also like tasked you with like helping me make something because y'all, like I said, she's like a Jill of all trades. So she does everything well, including cooking. And so Tiana was like, oh, let's just do something cute, like a dessert. And we've never had dessert on Kitchen Conversations. So what better time than now to have you here doing dessert, but she's walking us through it. And you know, I don't let just anybody cook in my kitchen. So, you know, she must be special. What are we making today?
Okay, so.
Oh yeah, hair flip. Yes.
Well, if you guys don't know, I'm pretty much well-traveled as well. So, when I used to live in Europe, oh God, I'm gonna be that person. Can you hold her?
Of course.
She's heavy.
Come here, Willow.
No. You really like her
you
off
being
camera.
fake.
What's going on?
She wants her mom, y'all. She said, "Hold me, I love
You're
you."
heavy. Okay, so actually, yeah. So when I was in Bible school in Spain.
Come on, Bible school in Spain.
Yeah, I like Jesus. And so I was in Bible school in Spain, and somebody had a baby shower, and they brought this pie, and I literally went back like 7 times, no joke, and I pretty much ate it all. And I'm glad they had a backup because I really ate the first one myself, but it was called banoffee pie, and I was like, what the heck is banoffee? Really?
Right.
And so I made them teach me how to make it pretty much because I was like, I need this in my life.
Right.
And since then I try to make it every Thanksgiving. I didn't make it this past Thanksgiving because I was tired. But it's a pretty simple like dessert.
Uh-huh.
And in Europe they have like an ice cream version of it. It's
Ooh.
just, man, we be missing out here.
Listen.
But it's pretty much a simple little dessert. But I'm gonna do it with a twist. Instead of making a pie, I wanted to make it in some jars so we can just like grab and go.
Ooh, I love a cute grab and go.
You know? And yeah, and then we got some things to like tweak it a little bit. But that's what I wanted to do today.
Come on, special twist on banoffee
I
pie.
haven't made it in a while, so I really don't know why I picked this one, but I think it's just what I wanted to eat. So I'm
You're
struggling.
Like, this sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's make it in the kitchen.
For real. I was like, let's eat.
Okay, well, since you're holding Willow, you can walk me through it and I'll do the hard work.
Oh, that's perfect. You do the labor.
Okay, so what's first?
So we're gonna start with the graham crackers. We're gonna
Okay.
make the base, which
Should
is,
I crumble some more?
Yes. We can get some
Right.
crumbling going.
Ooh, yeah, let me get all my frustrations out on graham crackers. Health and wellness, mental health. Yeah, release.
And I'll support from a distance.
Okay.
Moral support.
I love that about you. Full of moral support.
Moral support. I don't like to get my hands dirty.
Well, I will.
I'm just
I'll do
kidding.
the dirty work.
I'm pretty sure I have to change her diapers soon, so they'll get dirty.
Okay.
So we have some graham crackers, and we're just gonna crunch them up. Sometimes I put them in a plastic bag and just
And just slam it.
Yep.
That would have been cuter, but I think we're going for a aesthetic. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
cuter
yeah.
for
All
me to
about
have
the
the glass.
aesthetics.
It's cuter for me to be in a crushing them in a bowl.
You look cute. Okay.
Thank you. Listen, I
You got a whole vibe.
I got a whole little vibe. We're vibing together.
We are.
Look at us.
She was supposed to
Like
be
a-
in this, like, she won't let me carry her.
Willow said, I run the show.
Basically, she
And
does.
she's so cute that we will allow her
She
to
does.
do that.
She definitely does.
Okay.
But
So
yeah.
is
And then-
this enough?
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Because because I'm not making a pie, it doesn't need to be perfect.
Okay.
Because we're actually just gonna put it in the jar. It just needs to be crumpled.
Okay.
So then you want to just add some butter. And I don't know about you, but I don't do like set ingredients with like measurements.
Me neither. Just
Okay.
throw it in there.
Throw it in there. Throw it
Okay.
in the bowl.
You can
And
tell
then-
me when.
Okay. Let's stop there for now.
Okay.
We don't want too much.
Perfect. Stir it up.
Yeah.
Or did you want me to mix it with my
Yeah, you
dirty
want-
little hands?
Yeah, let's get the hands in there.
Okay. Let's get dirty.
It
Ooh, like
smells
Christina
good.
Aguilera.
It smells really good.
All right. So I mixed in the butter. Got my hands real dirty,
Real
like
dirty.
life.
Got her some snacks so she can
Willow got
chill.
her snacks. And what is next?
Okay, so we're just gonna put some of these at the bottom of each jar,
Okay.
and then I believe we should move on to making the whipped cream
Ooh, whipped
for the
cream.
heavy, whipped cream stuff.
Ooh, my hands are dirty.
I'm sure they taste good.
I'm sure they do too. All right. So is that good?
Yep, that's perfectly fine.
Perfect. So, like I mentioned, you do the most always, as you should. Everybody should do the most always in life. But recently, you decided to walk away from a corporate America job, paid good money, in the middle of a pandemic.
Like $80,000 a year.
Why did you do that?
Because I had a baby. No, the reason I left my corporate job, one, I wanted to leave because who wants to work in corporate America?
Jesus.
Some people do. Not unfortunately. Some people do. It's just not for me.
Right.
And I was dealing with health issues. One, I had a baby. Two, the world was dealing with health issues, meaning COVID.
Everybody had it.
Yeah, everybody was dealing with some stuff. And
Everybody.
everyone I know got it, and it just got scary
Right.
because it hit home really quick and really hard. And then I also have ADHD, and so me getting diagnosed as an adult, like I was 29 years old when I got diagnosed.
Right.
It made sense now. Like, dang, this is why I'm always like on the brink of getting fired because it's really hard to focus at my job. And I was like, the thing saving me, and I would always joke about it, is because we were a union job, so it was like they literally can't fire me.
Right.
So that's how I last, as long as I last. But those things added up, and then my mother ended up getting COVID, and that's when I really had to think about it. Like, does my daughter have adequate childcare? Other than me, the answer was no.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, I'm really good at making money.
Mm-hmm.
If I choose to stop being comfortable getting a paycheck every 2 weeks, and I just focus on what I know I'm gifted in, doing and making money, then I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. And within 10 days of me quitting, I think I made over $10,000.
Teach us your
like,
ways, a wise one. Teach us your
do
ways.
it.
I'm like,
let's keep this up.
oh, let me call into my job on Monday. Like,
Please
hey,
don't,
y'all.
don't say I did it.
Hey, y'all.
Don't say I told you to do it, because I don't recommend nobody do that.
No.
But,
Hey, y'all,
don't
I
listen
can't
to
come
me.
back no more. I'm trying to make 10 G's in like a week, so I gotta go.
strip clubs ain't open, so I don't know. It ain't
opening back up though.
go to Atlanta.
Magic City on Monday. Catch me there, guys.
I cannot. So yeah. That's
Oh
how
my
I did it.
goodness. Okay, so to make the whipped cream, I do need like a
That
blender.
immersion blender. Where'd it go?
Oh, we moved it for the sake of the baby because we want to keep little Willow safe. So if you can grab that for me,
Yes,
I'll
I
watch
can.
the baby. Auntie mode.
Listen, she has so many virtual aunties.
Listen, because Willow's like that virtual niece that you want because she's so cute and so well behaved. All right.
Huh?
Well, for us, she
Oh.
is. Okay, so I
Online.
don't want to get dirty.
You know how to use that, right?
Sometimes. I'm not a baker, y'all. I like cook.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. We gotta put some stuff in there first.
That's why it's not working for me, guys, because I don't bake. I cook food.
I love baking. So we need some sugar
Okay. Sugar, spice, and all the things nice?
and we need some cinnamon.
Okay, tell me when.
Okay. When?
Ooh.
And then let's Salt Bae that.
Ooh, my favorite.
There we go.
Sprinkle
go.
me, man.
I don't think the risk is really
Okay. It's because it's my left hand and I'm right-handed.
to bend your wrist.
It's just not as cool.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Is that
Try it.
enough?
No, that's perfectly fine.
I'm a cinnamon bae.
That's fine. That works.
So cinnamon bae works a little different than salt bae.
It's not as
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
more
yeah.
like straight.
Yeah.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
cool. Nah, I know.
Okay, so then I blend, right?
Yes.
Let's mix it. Oh, that made it thicker.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm really learning today.
So the point is, we want it to be thicker. I don't think there's enough in here.
I don't think so either.
Let's tilt the bowl.
Okay.
There you go.
And
Don't get
now-
my outfit. I like my clothes.
Me too. I'm gonna do it
Let's
over
put
the
in
sink.
Genius. There we go.
When you care more about your outfit than anything else.
Listen, I got this from Walmart and it's like my most prized possession. I
That
love
is
this
so
outfit.
cute.
I do too, and I really.
Which Walmart did you go to, girl?
You don't even want to know, but I really wish I would have got more because now I can't find them.
That's the worst. I did the same thing at Walmart. Yeah.
She likes to destroy her clothes actively, so I don't think she can relate.
Ooh, I'm making whipped cream, guys. This is really fun.
I can't. So we're gonna get it really thick. So
I'm like, this is definitely.
It's
like,
getting thick.
It's not Meg the Stallion thick just yet, but it's more like Kelly Rowland thick. You know
Oh,
how she
okay.
has a little booty in the back.
I cannot. She said Kelly Rowland thick. How's that looking? Do we have any spoons?
We have the one spoon that I was using for the, but I can get more spoons.
Okay. I really want you to get that here.
Okay.
I'm watching you neglect it. That actually doesn't look bad.
It looks great and it feels great.
Yeah, that looks good. I think we're good.
I did it.
We did it. With my moral support. Okay, I might want to put that in the sink or something.
Yep.
I'm gonna unplug it. Oh, there does that.
Ta-da. Okay, so I'll get us another spoon. Or two. What did you do?
Oh, I didn't want to drop it, so I used the cord to like slide it down. And I looked at Kim for approval.
Kitchen Conversations is very real, guys.
Oh,
This is
that's
instruction-
delicious.
I did it!
That's what I'm talking about. I almost hit the. Okay, so
What do we do?
what do we do? Okay, so now, so I heard you don't like bananas. What's up
Oh
with
my gosh. So bananas are my least favorite thing in all of the world. Like the smell of them, the texture, the taste, it all makes me hate life. And so I don't ever
Good.
want to see them. I don't want to be around them. I hate bananas.
Well, I'm gonna keep them
I've
in my
tried
jar.
even as like an adult, like to like trick myself like, no, Jessica, you're a grown up. No, Jessica, you're a
Willow.
grown up. You can eat bananas and threw it right back up. So
I think
don't
she
eat
wants
bananas.
more fruit because she's tossing
You
her
want more
snack
fruit?
like she's like, I want more fruit.
Oh, that was about to be real auntie-ish of me.
You gonna go take it?
Yeah.
She would have. Oh,
Amen.
my daughter. Okay, that's what
And
I'm talking
re-eat
about.
it.
Have
Okay.
live your life. So
So-
what we're gonna do? Trying to think of the order. So what I usually do is I'll throw some bananas in there, but you don't like bananas.
But you can throw bananas in yours.
Yeah, so I'm gonna throw some bananas in mine.
There's your bananas.
You're going to put some toffee. Actually, I want toffee too, but you're gonna put some toffee in yours.
We don't want your
banana.
orange in there.
Yeah, Willow, no.
Okay.
And so that's what we're gonna do next.
So toffee next.
Yeah, so you're gonna put toffee. I'm gonna put bananas and then toffee, and then we're gonna put cream,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to repeat it with the graham crackers. And that's pretty much it until we fill the jar.
Okay.
And once we fill it, we're gonna drizzle some caramel.
Okay.
Oh, I
Did I
forgot a step.
What is the other
I forgot
step?
to put the vanilla, but we don't even need it because I tasted it and it tastes fine.
Okay.
Because usually I put some vanilla extract in there,
Oh.
but it's okay.
Okay.
It tastes good.
I'm like, are we gonna fill the container?
Yeah, we should.
Because I don't know if we have enough whipped cream.
Oh,
We can make more. It's our kitchen. We do what we want.
exactly.
Okay, so we're making dessert now. But like I said, you do the most in the kitchen. You do the most everywhere. Like, what are some of your favorite like things to cook in the kitchen for your family? Because you're a wife, you're a mother, like Little Miss Everything.
Well, I really
Oops.
love food. There was like a 90-day trial of me trying to be vegan. And actually I did pretty good.
I'm like, I feel like you would have did good.
I did do good. You remember, don't you? Yeah. Like Rashad has had some of my vegan food, which has been really good. But yeah, so I went vegan for like 90 days. But other than that, I like everything. I don't do diets.
I'm gonna do it.
I probably could, but I don't. Also, I married a Samoan, and he likes to eat. So, some of the things I like to cook, not on a daily, but I really like mac and cheese, and I would say, the best mac and cheese. We probably could have made that, but I don't want to give my secrets away.
Because that's how she got her man, y'all.
Listen,
She cooked that man some
that's
mac and
another
cheese.
story.
She cooked that man some mac and cheese, and he was like, wow, let's get married.
No, he literally was like, are you busy next week? Let's go to date. So
Y'all better get her recipe. She'll literally never give it away.
I'm not giving it away.
And her husband doesn't even allow people to eat it.
He
Like,
don't
she
want
has to
people to eat
get
it.
permission to share the mac and cheese.
That's funny.
So,
yeah, he's like,
I
no,
caught
you
it while
cannot
she was
have
still
it.
single, so I'm grateful because I'll probably never
You
eat
had
it
it?
again. I had it once.
Oh wow.
You let me take a bite of it.
Oh
You
yeah,
remember
yeah. So yeah, because you be vegan too. So I'm shocked you tried it.
You know, I'm like vegan every 30 days. Like,
Listen,
oh, I think
vegan
I'm
when your stomach agree.
Yeah, I'm
Your
like,
stomach
ooh, yeah,
disagree.
I'm gonna go back vegan now.
So I like making mac and cheese, but it's really expensive. It's like an $80 mac and cheese. So I usually
Right.
only make it once or twice a year.
My hands are clean.
I'm getting really into crock pot meals.
Ooh,
How
Willow
honest-
seems to like them.
How honest can I be here?
You can be.
honest?
This is
Okay.
our kitchen. We do what we want.
Okay, so I was trying to get really into like crock pot meals and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of people and my goal is to really master it to where it doesn't feel so cold. You know?
Yeah. Ooh,
And
the
so-
white caucus.
Yeah, so I've been really getting into crock pot meals.
You're about to say cocaine. I feel like.
No, I was gonna say cock pot. I was gonna say cock pot. I'm married, y'all, so. But I was gonna
Like,
say,
that's
yeah, I've
married.
been getting into some cock pot meals. Okay, so other than cock pot meals,
Come on,
that's
cock
a different
pots.
kind of meal.
Oh, I
That's a
don't have a
different kind of
license
meal.
for cock pots yet.
But when you do, I can give you some recipes.
Give me all the recipes.
Okay, but other than that, one of the crock pot meals that's actually been a hit in our house has really been good. I've been making sweet and sour meatballs.
Ooh.
Hey, it's fire, and I will give that recipe if y'all hit me up on my Instagram, which I'll
Drop
link
it.
later.
Listen, drop
Anyways,
it.
so yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing.
I love it. Listen,
Oh
our little what did banafi pies are layered. This conversation is layered,
Listen.
and I'm excited for us to sit down, eat this, and continue on with the layers.
I'm excited too. Let me hurry up and
Right, I'm really trying to eat this because I tasted the whipped cream,
girl.
and it's delish.
It's yummy.
Because I did it, y'all. I did it. Okay, so these look bomb.
I'm ready to dig in.
Let's
to be honest.
eat.
Okay.
Ooh. Willow.
Mm. Let's do some.
Oh, this is
Bro,
wow.
I told you.
I didn't know what to expect,
Bro.
but this exceeds my expectations. The toffee. This
I think we're done. I can go home.
Yeah, I can go to bed at this point because I've had everything that I need today.
It's such a simple, affordable, like, dessert.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
I'm going to be remaking this several times.
Don't do it too much. You won't hit no goals. No weight goals at all.
Okay, so we started the conversation, and I like that you mentioned earlier how when you had a job, you were like, you found out you were diagnosed with ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
We don't hear that, especially in adults. Like, that's not something that you hear that adults say. It's always like kids, elementary school kids at that, like, oh, they have ADHD. What made you you're very vocal about it on your page. Like, you talk about your journey. I love that because I think more people have it than would ever know. Mm-hmm. Actually, one day I was like, wait.
She's like, do I got it?
Is that me too? But what made you want to be so vocal about your journey and all of this?
I'm gonna stop eating now. Okay, so let me first state the reason a lot of women, it's actually more common than you think. More women are diagnosed with ADHD as adults than men because women don't tend to have the hyperactivity. And so because men tend to have it, they get diagnosed as children.
Right.
Most girls don't have it. So we tend to get diagnosed as women when we're when we're working in a job that we don't want to work in. Mm-hmm. That's when we tend to get diagnosed. Because with ADHD, the way it works is if there's anything you want to do, you can hyper focus and you can do it well, which is honestly how I've been able to be successful. Jesus. It's the sugar. Like, the fact that I want to be a mom, I'm going to be the best mom. I can hyper focus on it. Like, when it's me and her, like, when it has anything to do with her, I can focus on it and I'm good. Me wanting to be a photographer, I can focus on it and I can, go the distance. Like, anything I want to do, I can do. It's when you don't want to do something and you have ADHD, it's literally like pulling teeth to get you to do it. I'm not diagnosing you.
I know you're not, but I'm like,
so that's why majority of women, black women too, like, find out as adults because you're working a job you don't want to work majority of the time. So, and then you're wondering like why you can't manage your like stats and your quotas until you're faced with like fears of getting fired.
Right.
Because those fears create the adrenaline and the dopamine and all the chemicals that you're missing, and it helps you go a little longer. And so that's how I lasted my corporate job for 7 years.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's scary.
I'm like,
but your face is exactly why I share. One of the reasons why I share. Now, the way I went vocal, the reason I decided, no, I need to be vocal is because, one, I'm an advocate for not silencing people. Absolutely. I hate a bully. I was a bully's bully growing up.
Me too.
Yeah, like, I will punch somebody if you bothering, like, if you're bullying somebody, you gotta see me.
Right.
And so
I always be like, Jessica, that's not the right way either.
It's
though.
not.
Like, but they're mean.
But
so
there's a reason we're like this. And a lot of the reasons why I'm like this is because it pushed me into be like more so advocacy. And just speaking up for people who feel like they don't have a voice. I worked in the medical field, and with, my past career, I was able to advocate for people who didn't know how to advocate for themselves. So I was working for an organization, and I didn't know what was going on with me. All I knew is like I was struggling. I was really struggling to get things done. I was struggling to show up, and I had other issues that were going on.
I can't give you this. Your mom would get me.
I have other issues that were going on, but it wasn't until I decided to go to therapy, and I went to therapy solely from like me and a friend from like 15 years decided to no longer be friends, and I was like, well, let me go to therapy and make sure like I release whatever anger I'm feeling and whatnot, and deal with that. And it was in therapy that my therapist was like, I think you have ADHD.
Wow. And
so she suggested I go find out and get tested, and I found out I did. So I was so relieved. And it sounds weird to say, but when I found out when I got diagnosed, I was relieved because there are things that I've been dealing with my entire life that felt like it was just me. Like, this is just how I am. Right. There's no escaping it. There's no changes that can be made. It's just me. And so with someone telling me like, no, you have a mental condition and here's some support so you can fix, like, so you can like get better, that pretty much like left me feeling a lot of emotions, but the main one was relief.
So I was working with an organization, and like my overseer, I pretty much was in a position, and I asked for 30 days just to like decompress, to like figure things out, because one, I just got diagnosed with ADHD, and I was told, oh, everyone struggles with focusing, and you can either keep your position and keep your mouth shut, pretty much, or you can lose your position and get your do what you gotta do. And I chose to walk away.
As you should.
Yeah, because okay. So I chose to walk away, and just being faced with the option of like, keep that position and shut up, or or focus on yourself and get your help and lose your position or whatever. It showed me like, one, you're not gonna silence me,
Right.
and that's fine. Like, I ain't getting paid anyway. Like, let me get out of here. So. That's one of the reasons why I decided to be so vocal, like on my social media, because it's my platform. It's mine, and I can. And I've realized a lot of people don't know they have it. Like, and so I share things. I don't consider myself like, oh, the face of it or anything, but I share a lot of stuff because I know a lot of people don't know. And then I get so many people who respond and say, man, thank you. Like, I was diagnosed, or I decided to go to therapy, or I decided to look into this because that sounds like me.
Right.
So that's pretty much how I transitioned to that.
I love that. I love that you decided to not allow like guilt or shame, because that's easy. Like you're diagnosed with something as an adult. It's like, ooh, I'm embarrassed. Like, what is happening? Like, and so I'm glad that you didn't like close your mouth. I'm glad you didn't close your mouth and that you opened it, because even some of the things that you post, I'm like, oh wow, that's just a helpful tip, just period. So in that, like, what are some things that you've used or implemented in your life to like help you remain productive, and not only productive, but like present for yourself and for your friends, your family, your businesses? Like, what are some things that you've implemented to help you manage it and not let it like overcome you?
Honestly, I'm still struggling with it. It's hard to manage. It's hard to manage. And the reason it's hard to manage, I'll say this. A lot of people try to give you their 2 cents and tell you how you can manage. I have people in my DMs that'll tell me like, oh, I struggle with something like this too, but you know what I do? I set alarms. I set reminders. Like, oh, thanks. I don't have a chemical imbalance that literally will prevent me from sticking to it. I can set an alarm all day. My phone goes off and tells me to drink my water. I'm not drinking water, like, unless somebody hands me some water, because that doesn't help me. Like, I have a chemical imbalance. And so, in my case, not everyone's case, medicine helped me. But as soon as I got pregnant with her, I couldn't take any medicine.
Right.
So to be honest, a lot of how I manage is, one, going to therapy, and then 2, the fact that I want to be here. I want to show up. I have to show up for her.
Right.
Like, being a mother is something that I've wanted to be my entire life. I know it's a part of my calling.
Absolutely.
And it's just, I like who I am as a mom. And that keeps me present. It's not no medicine. It's not like, it's literally her. Like, she's keeping me present. She keeps me like up every day. And I still have my daily struggles, but if she wasn't here, I think it would be way worse.
Right.
Yeah.
So I love that you said like you being a mom, like that's like who you were created to be. Like, you were created to be a mother. And I believe that wholeheartedly, because I knew you before motherhood. And yes, you were thriving. Yes, you did a lot of great stuff. Yes, your name, people knew who Tiana was. But I feel like even more so, like, once you became a mother, it was like,
oh, and hard.
Like, it's like, and even like you blew up to us, like, in a certain extent. Like, I feel like certain doors opened to you, certain opportunities were presented. And it was like, oh, wow, she's really like, a mother is like who she was created to be. So like, what about that transition? Like, of you not being a mother and then you becoming a mother and your whole world literally changed, and not just like because you had a little person, it's like everything changed. I feel like,
I don't know, man. I can't even say it had anything to do with me. One, I feel like something happens when you turn 30.
Yes.
And I turned 30 right before I had her. 2 months before I had her, I had turned 30, and some stuff clicked. And then like, once she came, that's what happened too. Once she came, everyone has their own insecurities, whether they admit it or not. And so there were things I wanted to do that I wouldn't do because I didn't feel qualified, or I didn't feel like I wanted to model and didn't feel like I could do it because of my weight and whatnot. But after pushing a baby out of your vagina, some things you can just become confident in. And I was just like, well, dang, I can model because why not? Like,
Right.
what's holding me back? And I promise y'all, literally the day I said, I'm going to do it, someone contacted me to start modeling. I didn't even have to do anything.
Wow.
And that's just how God works.
Yes.
Like, so the minute I said, okay, I'm going to do this, I got contacted by Wild Bird, the brand I'm wearing. And that was our very first modeling shoot. And from then, we've done like 4 or 5. And we've gotten paid some great money to do it. And,
Come on, good buddy.
and doors keep opening. And it's gotten to the point where I'm able to turn stuff down that don't fit my brand and don't fit my morals, because I have morals. And yeah, it's been pretty amazing. It's just her, man. This has been my game changer. Her and her daddy.
I love it. I love them. If y'all haven't been able to tell, Tiana is absolutely one of my favorite people. This is very authentic because this is our conversation.
Every
like
day.
this is us.
Not every
Like
day,
we go from crazy stuff like cock pot meals to, let's talk life, let's talk mental health. Like This is us. And so that is one of the key reasons why I brought her into the kitchen. I mean, I put her to work in the kitchen, but I brought her here.
You
okay?
did the work. You did
I
all
did
the
work. you were mothering.
I oversaw.
You're good at it.
Man.
And so we like to do something here at Kitchen Conversations called Ask Jess. And that's where you get the opportunity to ask me anything. Like literally, it could be anything. Health and wellness, personal, spiritual, whatever.
Okay.
You can ask Jess. So what would you
So I
like to
purposely
ask
didn't want to think about any of this beforehand. I was like, I'm going to wait and I'm going to fill it out, and let it flow. So with everything we talked about today, I want to know how you're affected by questions, certain questions. One, with you being a Black woman of a certain age and you're not married and you don't have children. How do you deal with those questions?
Ooh, that is a good question. That is a very good question. It honestly depends on the day.
Okay.
And it depends on who it's coming from. Like, because my family they be like, so it's time for you to just have a baby. And I'm like, are y'all praying for a husband? Like, can I
get married
not
first?
be a single mom out in the streets? No offense to single moms,
hard.
but because I do a lot, I need to be able to still do a lot and not feel like my kids are just somewhere, casted away.
Yeah.
And so I need a helpmate. I need someone who's literally there every day with me to help.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it makes me sad. And I'm like, okay, God, like, when is it my turn? Like, I've been faithful, God. I've listened. I've heard your voice. I followed what you were saying. Like, when is my time? Especially like when you go through certain experiences where it's like, oh, this feels like it's finally it. And then it doesn't end up being it. So then you're like, oh, I have to restart. Like, and then restarting after 30, that was a whole other thing, like in itself. But I think recently, like probably more so in like the last like 8 months, I've just come to a resolve about it all. Like, I understand like the desires of my heart, which is a desire to be a mother, and not just like I want to adopt children, but the desire to carry children in my womb and birth them out myself. Like, I'm very specific with that, with God. And so because of my desires to be a wife, because of my desires to be a mother, I know that he didn't give me those desires just to like leave me out here sad.
Definitely.
Like, oh, I'm watching everybody else. I'm supporting everybody else. Because listen, I'm a good auntie, whether you my actual niece or nephew or you my, you know, extended one.
Lactation cookies.
I did.
I had her. I think she was like 3 weeks old.
Like, I show up for the babies, the people's wedding. Like, I show up, and it's not like like I have to. Like, no, it's my like, because I want to sow into what I desire.
Yeah.
And so I do it happily. Like, it's not a burden. And so because of that, I'm like, I hold God accountable as it pertains to that. And so I think I've come to a resolve more so recently. Like, it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. And I trust that God isn't going to have me out here sad and lonely and like depressed because I never got my truest heart's desires.
Got it.
And so when it comes to people, I always tell them, you better take it up with God.
Yeah.
Take it up with God. You want to know about my womb?
business.
You want to know about my womb in my hand? Like, where my ring is? Ask the Lord, because I want to know the same things.
That's a good response.
But before, it used to either make me mad or sad. So I'd be like, mind your business.
Mind your business. Which is an appropriate response.
Absolutely, because some people can't, or some people don't want to have kids. It's not every woman's desire to be a mother. Like,
that's true.
It's mine, but it's not every woman's, and that's okay. So let's normalize people being able to do what they want.
Well, yeah, because this isn't easy. It's not.
Right.
I mean, to me, honestly, sometimes I feel like it is easy. but it's just because I can hyper focus on it.
Right.
But there are days where I wake up and I'm like, bro, you need to chill. Like, where's your dad? He needs to come home. Like,
I'm sorry, Willow. Am I
she
too
said,
loud?
don't laugh at me.
She said, don't laugh that loud. Aw. Well, I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming to the kitchen. Thank you for hanging out with me, Willow. Thank you for being this cute and making Kitchen Conversations even cuter because Willow is here, y'all. I love them so much. And I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm grateful for our talks. I'm grateful for all that you've ever poured into me and all that I do. You've been an amazing support. Where can people find you on the social medias?
Oh.
Because she's an influencer.
Well, you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is Tiana, T as in Tom, I-A, N as in Nancy, A, __ Janine. That's J as in Jack, A as in Apple. Oh, help me, Lord. N as in Nancy, I, N as in Nancy, E. So Tiana __ Janine. And you can actually find me on YouTube. I need to get back on YouTube. But me and my husband have a YouTube channel together. It's called Tony and Tiana. And eventually we'll be getting back on there with some stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Find her. Go look her up. Book her when she's accepting new clients for photography because she's the bomb, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Kitchen Conversations with Jessica. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed having the conversation. If you're not doing so already, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Go ahead and leave us a comment. Tell us how you like the conversation and like the video. And then if you're not following me, Jessica, already on Instagram, go ahead and find me at I am Jessica Silas on Instagram. I love you guys so much. Go ahead and keep being blessed and stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye.